searching for sunshine all my life and I found it. Been searching for sunshine all my life and I found it. I'm searching for sunshine all my life and I found it. I'm searching for sunshine all my life and I found it. Living life, searching, searching for sunshine all my life and I found it. Yeah.
Hey everybody, how are you? My name is Martin McDonald. I'm the president of the NAACP here in Peekskill, and I'm just excited and glad that you have tuned in to watch our first episode of Community Speaks. That's right, Community Speaks is the name of this show, and we're putting it together, and we're going to go around and we're going to show you what's happening in Peekskill like you haven't seen it before. And we're going to promote the NAACP, we're going to promote other people doing positive things. We got a kickball game that you're going to see. You're going to see people in the studio singing, and we got an incredible talent that you're going to see. We got a push for Keeping It 1000, a voting campaign. We just got a lot of stuff happening, and we just want you to stay tuned and check it out. Let's go to kickball game. Check it out. Community Speaks.
Check one. We out here doing a kickball game, man. Kickball tournament. You know how we do. We bring the entire community out. We have everybody from the city that you could think of almost out here. High school, seniors, college kids, young adults, and everybody's out here having a good time, man. Just playing some kickball, that's all.
All right, so who helped you put this together, man? You got anybody you want to shout out?
My family, friends, mostly the community. You know, I just said I want to come out and play kickball, and I reached out to a few people, and they said, yeah, we'll put a team together. You know, Mount Olivet put a team together, Lebanon. We got the Granite Check Cash in place. Man, my team, New Moves Entertainment, the Kylie Youth Center. There's a crew called Vicious and Delicious. They come from Croton. They came out to play. Man, we got the Jimmy Mack team came out to play. You know, God bless and rest in peace to Uncle Jimmy Mack. His team still representing. Your legacy is still alive, brother. But it's just about bringing everybody together. You know, the main event team, Hugh Hef, he owns a barbershop here in Peekskill. He came out to show love too. So I thank the community for coming out. You know what I'm saying? That's really all.
Today, we out here for Noodles Kickball Tournament today. I'm a big fan of kickball. I love playing kickball. You know, I grew up in Bowman, 807. You know, we used to play every day at the canteen, and it's good for the community to get out and have fun because we don't get out as a community enough until something either bad happens or, you know, any things like that. So I love the fact that we're all able to come out here. So if you're not playing this year, look forward to playing next year. And if I know you're not playing, we're gonna get you out here, okay?
What do you think?
I think this is a beautiful event. It brings the community together while also educating the community on things that are going on in the community. I suggest everybody, if you're not here today, to come out next year and support.
You can go to printyourbrackets.com and that's all the information I can give you.
We're for the Peekskill community, for the children, of course, to show the children that there's always hope when we come together, and that there's always love and community. In Peekskill, the energy is raising steadily and constantly, and I feel like we're setting a trend for togetherness and, you know, a change in the infrastructure, deep down into the infrastructure. I can go on for days. But clearly kickball for the children, for the back to school, so we can come together and be loving and family like we've always been.
I think today's event is an amazing event. This is community coming together, having fun on a beautiful day. It's a blessing from God, and I think this is an awesome thing that we're doing here.
Tell me how your team's doing.
Well, we're representing Jimmy Mack. We lost the first round, but we're looking to come back in the second round. We have a lot of confidence and a lot of good sportsmanship.
Hi, I'm Mary Beth McGowan, and today is the kickball tournament. I think this is the 4th annual sort of end of summer back to school kickball event that Andre Rainey has sort of organized over. It's a great turnout. It's a beautiful day. And looks like there's a lot of people participating. It's a great community event, and I've seen it grow over the last couple of years, and it's great. And it's a beautiful day. So people who aren't participating this year, make sure you come out next year.
by the red double sign. Granite versus the fan by the red double sign. Granite versus the fan. Q-Boy and crew, let's rock and roll.
Left leg. Right leg. Stretch it out. Left leg.
If your name is Bro.
Right leg. Stretch it out. Left leg.
Been searching for sunshine all my life and I found it. Been searching for sunshine all my life and I found it. I'm searching for sunshine all my life and I found it. I'm searching for sunshine all my life and I found it. Living life.
Hello, everyone. We're Mount Olivet Baptist Church, located right here in the city of Peekskill. Yeah, from Mount Olivet. Where our pastor is the Reverend Dr. Robert E. Young. We're actually out here today just to be a part of the community. Mount Olivet is a community that cares. So we're here today just to have some fun and also just to support what Andre Rainey is trying to do in the community. So many people can talk the talk, but can you really walk the walk? And I believe that this is having an impact. Look, everyone's here, all colors, all denominations. You know what? The great thing that we have in common is that it's a fun day. So that's why we're here. And also we're here because we know that we're going to take the championship. Mount Olivet, yay!
I think the events are great for Peekskill. It brings the community together. It's indicative of what future Councilman Noodle Andre Rainey will bring to Peekskill. And it just shows that Peekskill is coming together finally.
Definitely out here. Anything to support Peekskill, I'm Peekskill product, and this is part of my environment right here. This is a bit, but no, it's Peekskill and a Noodle and all my family and friends out here, and this is what it's about.
Oh, wow, man, we just seen like a highlight of ESPN Sports Center highlight, man, wow. But this is amazing to see the community come together and to use recreation and kickball as a means of bringing unity, oneness, excitement. Really before we're getting back into the grind of education and school, homework and classroom assignments and all that, the stress of school, coming here is also a great opportunity for me to get exposure and gain exposure to the community and the people of Peekskill. Great and amazing people. Some of the local high school athletes are here, and church. This is awesome. Faith community is here. Education community here. The politicians are here. It's really just an atmosphere of oneness and just organizing on the recreation. And it's just great. I'm going to play next year because I'm going to get it in.
Been searching for sunshine all my life and I found it. Been searching for sunshine all my life and I found it. Been searching for sunshine all my life and I found it.
It's a kickball event for the community and the kids to come out and have a good time and enjoy yourself and have some fun for the day.
What do you think about Noodle?
I can tell you a few things about Noodle. Great man, open arms to the community, help you out the best way he can, do anything he can for you. Great guy, and he takes his own time out to do this stuff. No money, we didn't have to pay. It's no profit. It's everything for the community. You're a very great guy, and every vote counts for Noodle.
Well, first and foremost, Noodle was my counselor when I was about 12 years old. I'm 25 years old right now, and he was an awesome influence in my life, a positive influence. Wow, I can go on for days, but now he's in his political career. He's done the music thing. Look around at what he's done for the community. He's brought people together. He's made me a more positive person for the people around me. And I couldn't name another person that I would have represent the city of Peekskill in the way that he's doing right now. And this is from the heart.
Oh, he's such a great kid. Well, guy. Because he came back to Peekskill and he's giving back to his community.
You know what? Andre is new to me, But what I do see is that he's had a consistent message, and I love the fact that, you know, he can be himself, that he can, you know, speak to the needs of the youth, and also be that bridge, you know, because we need that. And it's going back to the idea of connecting generations, because that also means that we're looking at things from different perspectives. And I think that's going to be an important value for anybody that's going to be a public servant. We got to be able to listen and bridge people together.
What a wonderful day. Everybody's out having fun, family, friends, everybody. This is an enjoyable day. Can't ask for nothing more. Andre Rainey, great guy, family. Something that he's doing for the community, and people need to see this, because this is one young man who had a vision, has his own vision, and to bring it to the community and everybody get involved is wonderful. So you can't ask for nothing more. What a wonderful guy.
Been searching for sunshine all my life and I found it. Been searching for sunshine all my life and I found it. I'm searching for sunshine all my life and I found it. Yeah. I'm searching for sunshine.
Well, I'll tell you, I'm definitely a spectator, but I'm loving it. You know, it's great to see intergenerational. It's great to see folks coming together, you know. It's a great example of a beloved community, isn't it?
It's very important that we have an NAACP and Peekskill. It's a focus on African American issues and situations, and it's bringing us along. It's bringing us into the next generation, and I'm happy that the NAACP, excuse me, is back in Peekskill.
Well, definitely, because that's a voice that that's been established for decades. Nationwide, coast to coast, for one. Two, Peekskill always had a strong voice in the black community. Sometimes it might faded out, but never went out. You understand? We had the NAACP when I was in high school. Vera McCorvey, she helped back when I was a kid. And it's a voice that we need in Peekskill, because we are homeowners and everything else.
It's very important. I mean, to having an organization as strong as that and as widely known as that, to be in Peekskill is beautiful. It's going to help. You know, we need somebody that we can reach out to every once in a while, especially these young adults, you know, especially our black community especially as well. But, you know, the more people that we have that get involved, I think it's going to make a better impact on our city. And to have an organization like that here in our city is going to get more people involved naturally. So I think I'm thankful for that. Very thankful for that.
The NAACP is critical and essential to the ongoing uncovering and exposure of injustices and discrimination. The NAACP, as we know, is the mother of civil rights organizations with a long-lasting history, deep roots, and I'm just grateful to be a member of the Peekskill branch under the presidency of brother, of course, Martin McDonald. And I'm just excited about ways in which we can bring about justice, we can bring about awareness, and just to help with all of these disparities and the marginalized, the least of these. I have a sensitivity for the least of these, the marginalized, and I look to do whatever I can to be a part of promoting justice and eradicating injustice. I believe, it was, of course, Martin King says, if we're all not free, you know, then none of us are free. And so just looking forward to it. I know we have meetings. I'm inviting everyone to be a part, to be members every fourth Tuesday, right? Every fourth Tuesday at different locations, but please get involved, be a part. We don't want it to become extinct or defunct like in times past. We want longevity. We want justice to roll like a mighty stream, all right? Get involved.
That's easy. I'm seeing that it's a voice, and the fact that some people may not feel that they have a voice, this becomes an opportunity for folks to even listen, but also to find a way in which they can feel as if they're really being heard. You know, I think it's also going to be a matter of understanding. I didn't grow up as an active member of the NAACP, so this is an opportunity for me to also kind of activate my citizenship. So again, it comes back to community and having that local voice. So looking to be a good citizen.
Do we need an
NAACP here in
Yes, we do. We need to engage more in our African American community.
Out of the 5 game changers, which one do you think is most important?
Voting.
Why voting?
Because it brings about change and brings about change in our community and things that we need.
What about you? With the mic.
I think it's the economic development. I think that, we should be dispersed throughout Peekskill and not just in low-income housing and public housing.
Here's the pitch.
I think that everybody should be granted the opportunity to provide themselves with the American dream, own a piece of property. So that's just my take on it.
The NAACP is extremely important. And the NAACP supports education, and without education, we can't learn about our rights and the justice system. We can't learn about our health in the community. We can't learn about the economic difficulties in the community. Education is important. We need to be educated in order to further ourselves, in order to advance in the community.
The NAACP is very important. The NAACP is big on health, and I stand by that for the simple fact that health is very important. Health is your life. Health, especially for a young black man, because not a lot of us are on top of our health, and when something goes wrong, we wait to the last minute to figure it out and try to change it, and by that point, it's too late. So the NAACP, I would say that as a young man, be on top of your health, be steadfast, and know your status through anything, okay? So that's why the NAACP is important to me, and especially through health.
Education, out of the five game changers, education, I believe, is the most important because without education, you can't move forward. Without education, you can't move forward in healthcare. Any of the 5 game changers, you need education as a foundation. And that's why I believe education is the key to success and as well as prosperity. Thanks.
I say education because if you have education, you know all other stuff is important also, so that you know that health is wealth. If you educate your kids, they know that being healthy and everything else is part of the whole thing. Even economics in your own community, stuff that affects you outside in other communities that might spill over into your community. If you're educated, you have knowledge of all that. So I think education, because it gives you, that is the base of everything.
I think each of the 5 are essential, but I really believe also that health is important because how can we handle matters of economic empowerment and civic involvement, et cetera, in the other areas if we have debilitating bodies, if we're decrepit, if we're unhealthy, if we are ravaged with diseases, if we're not eating good things, having positive and correct nutritional intake, if we're not exercising, having some kind of regimen of exercise, rest, watching what we eat. I think health is key and it's important because your body and your temple must be strong enough to deal with the pressures and the burdens that you have to face. So definitely health, self-care.
See, I'll say this. I'm going to keep it in neutral because all of them are important priorities. Whether that be education, whether it's health, whether it's civil justice, whether it's civic engagement, or economic development. You can't have one without affecting the others. So my view is that I can't get where I need to be with my health unless I know that I can be financially wealthy, that I know that my government is going to be balanced. So I won't pit one against the other. We need it all.
Right now, it's hard to weigh it out. I've always been education has always been my thing for the youth. Even for the young adults. Education has always been a priority of mine. But with the way things are going right now, I definitely think criminal justice is up there as well. But all 5 elements carry a balance that we need in our city, in every community, period. But I would say education is one of my most important ones right now that I would suggest that we get out there first. And definitely criminal justice. But of course, education, it creates avenues for all of those. Educate yourself on criminal justice, educate yourself on health. Like it has its own way of connecting all 5 of the things together. So I'd say all 5 hold their weight.
All right, man. Let me see the shirt.
Oh, yeah. Man. We legends out here, baby. New Moves Entertainment. It's a new day in Peekskill. Check me out, Andre Rainey. I'm here, y'all. Peace and love, Peekskill. I love you. But I also want to give a special thanks to BJ's right here in New York, in Yorktown on 202. They sponsored all of the waters that we have out here. I want to shout out the Jimmy Mack family. They also helped with some sponsorship. The city of Peekskill, my DJ Flatline is holding it down. My host and MC Chance, the entire family, and the Granite Check Cash in Place especially. They all helped out this year to make this possible for us. So thank you all. Peace and love, baby.
All right, we flowing here. This is Community Speaks. Community Speaks exclusive. You know, Community Speaks, we just highlight talent in the community. Right here, we chilling in Z Studio. My man Will.
How you doing?
Shout out Will. Say what's up.
What's up? How you doing?
All right, now we're here with Peekskill's very own Q-Boy. Q-Boy's about to put it down for us.
What's going on, y'all?
It's an exclusive
Big up
track.
Peekskill.
Yes. All right, hit it, man. Let's see what we got.
Just a little something for y'all.
On a distant planet, I seen love from afar. The air is clear, the stars have aligned. Something seems different here. My visions are coming together. The dreams I once dreamt, no longer are they floating around in my head. Can't you see that I'm stepping outside of myself? Don't wanna be by myself. I'm giving you the key to unlock my inner mystery. Baby, you're the last piece of the puzzle to my heart. I've been searching for way too long now. I'm simply trying to connect the dots. I'm on a journey to someplace far from here. There is only love and happiness. There's no room for fear. And my only hope and wish to see you there. Venus, Neptune, Mars. It don't matter how far you are. When I get there, I'm gonna find you. You're never too far.
Yeah, that's enough. Don't hurt him, Q. Yo, Q-Boy. Community Speaks right here, baby. We're doing this thing. We're doing it. Stay tuned. We got more coming at you. Right here, we got so much talent here at Peekskill. You don't even know what we're about to do. We're about to blow this thing up. You better hurt it. You better hurt it. You heard it? You heard it? You heard it? Yes,
Stay
sir.
tuned. Stay tuned. BBM.
The Peekskill NAACP. Wow, what can I say? I'm excited. I'm incredibly excited to be in this position of being the president of the Peekskill branch of the NAACP, recently reestablished. Working with a tremendous group of individuals. The talent is just oozing, it's just overflowing, it's abundant, it's apparent, it's evident, and people are really taking it serious. The NAACP and Peekskill is going to do some things. It's going to be quite interesting what we are able to do, what we're trying to do for the community, to build a better community, make the community better. The oldest civil rights organization in the nation, an incredible legacy, fighting for people, equal rights and injustices, discrimination and racism. And we've come a long way in this country, but we know that there's still a lot more that needs to be done. So I'm incredibly excited to be a part of this push for the new NAACP here in Peekskill. What is the vision? The vision of the NAACP, I would have to say, is to be proactive as opposed to reactive. There's going to be things that happen in the community related to discrimination and racism, and we need to be swift, prepared, and ready to deal with that effectively and efficiently. But on the other side, rather than just wait for something to happen, we want to be proactive. We want to look at things, question, and not point the finger in an accusatory way, but say, look here, this is an area that we can improve on. Let's work together to make things better. Whether it's employment or housing or whatever it may be, we want to effectively be involved in the community to make sure that everybody's getting their fair share. That's what it's all about. Well, we've done some things already in the community that you might not be aware of. We've started out with the school district, and we partnered with the school district a couple of days ago. And the Fathers Bring Your Kids to School campaign that the school district sponsored, and we co-sponsored. And our role in that was just simply to have people at the tables to register people and to sign in. It's a great campaign. It's very important that we stay involved in our kids' education, and this was specifically targeted at fathers. And once you come in and you register, then you are committed or agreeing that you will volunteer 10 hours of time throughout the school year. I think it's a great campaign. thumbs up to the school district for what they're doing under the leadership of Superintendent Dr. David Fine. And I want to thank our Education Committee Chair, Jackie Simpkins, for what she has done in order to push our involvement into the school district. Again, we're building bridges to build a better community. We're working on partnerships. We're just not looking to point the finger at things. We're looking to help and contribute, because once we all contribute, our entire community is blessed by that.
Hi, Martin. I believe that out of health, education, economic development, criminal justice, and civic engagement, that all are important, but civic engagement for me at this point in my life is the most important, because who you put in office, and it takes us to put someone in office, who you put in office determines how those other 4 categories take place. Do they support healthcare? Do they support education? Do they support the type of economic development that will bring jobs and good paying jobs into Peekskill, not just sort of, part-time temporary jobs? And what happens with that criminal justice system, our police department, and the interaction between our community and our EMS and emergency service personnel, first responders, police. So I really do believe that it's important to go out and vote. I think it's essential that we get out and vote, and I think it's essential that we put in the people into the office that we believe will carry out what we want out of those other 4 categories. That's it.
Excellent. Thank you. This is a serious campaign that we are about to launch, and a very exciting campaign. It signifies or represents the power of the vote. I think that right now there are a lot of people that are just disappointed in what the vote can do. They don't believe that their vote matters or it counts. We have politicians that'll show up only around election time and maybe not make a lot of promises, but tell us what we want to hear. And then once the election is over and done, we don't hear from them again. Now I think that one of our push, or one of the things we're trying to do, is to hold people accountable. While I may be okay in my situation personally, the vote is not just for me. I like to think that the vote is for the least, the last, the left out, left behind. The people that need the most attention are not getting it. Whether they vote or not, they deserve it. And this is a chance for them to get back involved. So our campaign to keep it 1,000 is about the least of these, the least of us. It's not just us that are okay. I think that's what society is supposed to be, and that's what politicians are supposed to look out for. All the constituents, everybody. But right now you got a lot of people that are just disappointed and don't want to vote because they don't think that their vote matters. I got news. Your vote matters, and we're going to put it to the test. We're going to need people to really get on board with this and test it and see what happens, because then we can hold people accountable. If we can say that we got 1,000 people voting, then they have to listen when we ask for things. It's one thing to ask for something out of season, away from the election season, and people dismiss you and say that, we don't have it in the budget, or go see somebody else, go see this. No, we want to see you because we elected you. We want you to work it out. We want you, our representative, to represent everybody in Peekskill, not just some. So keeping it 1,000 is a way to give hope back to a segment of the community that is left behind, left out, and not really taken seriously. So stay tuned for more on this, and I hope you want to keep it 1,000 with us. Here's what a couple of people had to say about it.
Keeping it 1,000.
Keeping it 1,000.
We're keeping it 1,000 with Peekskill NAACP. Get out and vote, people. Woo-hoo!
Keeping it 1,000. Get out there and vote, people.
Hey, Peekskill, get out and vote. NAACP, keeping it 1,000.
Keeping it 1,000. Join the NAACP. We're looking for 1,000 people.
Guys, I'm too young to vote, so can you vote for me? Join the NAACP and keep it 1,000.
I'm Valerie, not Val. You need to join the NAACP. They got a campaign going on, keeping it 1,000. Come on out, get your vote out. Be a voter. Do the right thing. NAACP, keeping it 1,000.
Please come out and cast your vote. Join us in the NAACP as we keep it 1,000 here in Peekskill, New York.
Hi, my name is Malachi McDonald, but I'm too young to vote, so can you vote for me? Keep it 1,000.
What's up? It's your boy Will. You already know I'm keeping it 1,000. We out here in Peekskill and Z Studios with your boy Q Boy. What's up?
Yo,
what's up?
What's good? What's good, everybody?
$1 smile. Listen, man, we want to change. We want to bring change to our neighborhood. So right now it's 2 of us. We need 998 more to make a difference. So keep it 1,000 with us out here in Z Studios and Peekskill. BBM for life.
All right, what's going on, y'all? My fault, it's Q Boy. We keeping it 1,000. I'm just here trying to spread the love. I'm down with the NAACP, trying to get other youth members as myself coming up in Peekskill to be down. Everybody's vote matters. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to get everybody to register to vote. We're also trying to work on you can't be heard from behind the scenes. So you got to come forth with whatever you feel that can benefit your community, our community, and make it better for everyone. So come out, keep it 1,000, vote, register, and do what you got to do. BBM, Q-Boy, I'm out.
Hey, what's going on, man? My name is Rob Akins, owner of RA Photographs. I'm here in Peekskill. I'm here in Z Studios right now, and I'm keeping it 1,000. And we're trying to get 1,000 of you guys to come out and commit to voting. Doesn't matter if you're registered already. Doesn't matter if you need to be registered. Just come out and commit to voting. Keep it 1,000, and we can make a difference here in the city of Peekskill, man. I'm out.
How you doing? My name is Will. I'm up here in Z Studios, supporting the Keeping It 1,000 campaign to register people to vote. You know what I'm saying? Your voice counts. You got the power.
Hey, what's happening, brothers and sisters? My name is Tab All-Law Bay. I'm here with my brother Martin, discussing a few issues about voting. I agree, you know, we all need to vote. It's important for us to vote as a people. Voting gives us power. If you don't vote, then you can't come to the table if you don't vote. Voting is necessary because it gives our people, most importantly our children, a chance to get things that they don't have. It's important for us to provide for our family and our children. Voting is necessary. I'm a key component of voting. Again, I believe that we need to come together as a people. I think voting brings us together, gives us a chance to get our thoughts together collectively. We get the chance to come together and discuss how each other, how we're feeling, you know, get some things off our mind and off our chest. But most importantly, the most important thing is our community. And for me, when I say community, I mean the elders and the babies, you know, because they're the ones who really don't have a choice. So again, I just want to say peace and, you know, Hotep, free the land. I want brothers and sisters to do the right thing and keep it 1,000. Peace.
Hi, I'm Mary Smith. I'm co-chair of the Civic Engagement Committee for the Peekskill NAACP. We're out here today doing some voter registration in the Bowman Towers building over on Main Street in downtown Peekskill. It's been a really good turnout. We're both registering voters as well as collecting pledges as part of our Keeping It 1,000 campaign, which is part of our effort to make sure that people not only register but actually get to the polls and make an impact in their community.
And what are you doing to make sure people get to the polls?
Well, we're taking down people's numbers. We're getting their information. We're going to be actually collaborating with the Peekskill Trolley on November 3rd to make sure that we have a way to get people to the polls. And so no one will be prevented from voting just for lack of transport.
And tell me about some of the people that have come through here today. Anything stand out?
A couple of interesting things that happened today. We had some young people come in who were registering for the first time, young men born in the late 90s, which made some of us feel old, but it was a very fun experience, and they were very excited to vote, which was cool. Yeah, we've had a lot of people come through, a lot of different kinds of people, all different ages, all different backgrounds. Everybody's excited about voting. Everybody's excited that we're out here. Everybody is glad to see that the NAACP is getting involved in the community and really trying to take an active role and make sure that all parts of Peekskill are being represented and heard in politics and in government. So we encourage everyone to come out and get involved in the NAACP. Our meetings are the 4th Tuesday of every month at 7:30. Also, we have Civic Engagement Committee meetings on the 1st Thursday of every month at the Peekskill Coffee House, also at 7:30. And if you're someone who wants to get involved in your community, you want to make sure that everyone who can vote is able to vote, then come out and we could really use your help.
Good afternoon. My name is Priscilla Augusta, and I am your Peekskill NAACP membership chairperson. And today is October 3rd. We are out here recruiting people or encouraging those who are not voters to register to vote. And we are helping them to understand that their vote matters and that by them voting, we're letting their candidate know that we are going to hold them accountable. We're going to be accountable to go vote, and we're going to hold them accountable to do what they say they are going to do. So I don't know what you're doing. If you're not a registered voter, come out here and find us, become a registered voter, and make a difference. It's been an interesting day, whether we've been speaking to the youngins or the older people. A lot of them feel discouraged. They don't believe in our political system. They don't believe that they are being heard. So it's been a lot of dialogue about encouraging them to let their voice be heard and explaining to them if they do not register to vote and come out and vote, then they will never be heard. The way to be heard is to come and vote for the right person to put them in office, and vote for the right cause, vote for the budgets, vote for the councilman, woman that is gonna pay attention to what their needs are, because they do have needs, especially our young people. They don't trust us. They don't trust the government. That's one of the reasons they don't wanna register to vote. So how do we as a community make that difference? So let's get our young people registered to vote, help them to understand why their vote matters and why they are voting. In closing, we are the Peekskill NAACP, and we are keeping it 1,000. Come help us.
I support the NAACP 1000.
We support Peekskill NAACP.
Keeping it 1,000. Get out and vote.
My name is Madeline Bass, and I co-chair Civic Engagement. Today is the NAACP first voter registration drive. We are over at Bowman Towers Community Room in Peekskill, New York. And it went very well today because we organized back in July. So this being our first drive, we're very excited, and we have registered quite a few people. We also have Keep It 1,000. So our goal is to register the citizens of Peekskill and the surrounding area. I've been involved with the NAACP over the years, and I stay for a while and then I leave. I came back this year because we continue to look for change, and we can only get change if we stay the course. So I'm going to stay the course, and I hope you join us in our fight for freedom. We're still looking for opportunity that is afforded all citizens of the United States. One of our volunteers, one of the NAACP members, went to an apartment and knocked on a door, and there was a young man who had some friends with him, and I think there were 5 or 6 young men. She got them to come over, and they are now registered and part of the charge. So we were very excited that that was a highlight of my day in particular. We'd like to thank some of the local organizations that supported us today, that actually came out to help us. So in this room at Dunbar, we have the Zeta chapter, and we thank them. They've been here since 9 o'clock this morning. And over at Bowman Towers, we had the Westchester Black Women's Political Caucus Peekskill chapter. So we thank them for their support. We've also had volunteers from the community that stopped in and heard about the event and said they wanted to help. So we're very appreciative. We continue to seek your support. We continue to move forward. Change only happens when people band together and come out and support each other.
Hi, how are you? My name is Nicole Robertson Scruggs. I am the president of New Psi Zeta chapter of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated, Peekskill, New York. We are so excited about our first partnership with Peekskill NAACP chapter. We are hoping that this is the first of many more partnerships with the NAACP. This is so much in line with our Get Engaged through Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. We are are excited, and we hope that the community of Peekskill is excited about voter registration and coming out to vote in this next election and each election beyond this one. Please, everyone, remember to join the Peekskill NAACP, keeping it 1,000.
Okay. Hi, Martin. It's Monica Jackson from Nu Psi Zeta chapter of Zeta Phi Beta sorority. I just wanted to share with you what I witnessed since I've been here. You've had people come in to register to vote as well. You have a stack of people who just came in to volunteer their time. They're already registered to vote. They just wanted to drive people down to the poll. So they're in a line with the campaign, and you should really feel good about that. Peekskill is up and coming. This is our first initiative, the Keep It 1,000. So I'm excited. The community is excited, and we're looking good.
I think today was a very impressive event. I think for the first time, everybody got together. There's lots of people both here volunteering as well as the other location at Bowman Towers. I've seen people come in to volunteer to drive, to people, young voters coming in and registering. It's very impressive. And every vote counts, and I think for this event, I thank the NAACP. I thank Mary Smith and Madeline, who really spearheaded it. And as a kickoff event, it was excellent.
I think that today really was an awesome event. When we look back into history, and we have so many people of color, Caucasian people, Latino people who fought for our right to vote. So for us to have this initiative today by the Peekskill NAACP, I think that we are truly on the move, and we are keeping it 1,000 in Peekskill, New York.
Keeping it 1,000. It's been a tremendous day. Phenomenal day. I could not be more pleased, more happy. I got to give a special shout out to the people that really made this happen. Again, this is not a Martin McDonald thing. This is a you thing. These are people that are taking their time, giving of their time, making it happen. Our co-chairs are just amazing, amazing. Wow. Touches my heart. Mary Smith, thank you. God bless you. Big ups to Mary Smith. Madeline Bass, thank you. Big ups so much. And you know what made this really, really even extra special? I had so many people, we had so many people on our executive team that also contributed, also just came out, poured into this, made it happen, despite the bad weather, despite the rain, the threat of rain. People came in and made it happen. It's just a beautiful thing. I got to give a special shout out to my first vice president, Gary Kellerman. He's right here, as a matter of fact. Come on, give him. He's straight to the camera. There he is, Gary Kellerman in the place to be. I got to give a special shout out to our assistant treasurer, Carolyn Ashford. She's here. She's here, Carolyn. Big ups, big ups. We had a lot of things happening. I mean, just the people that came out, all different walks of life, young, old, black, white, Hispanic. It was just amazing, amazing. And I got to share this because this is something that we hope to do as the Peekskill branch of the NAACP. We want to be proactive. We want to give back hope to the least, the lost, the left out, and the left behind. We know that voting is one area that is key to bringing back hope. If we can get 1,000 people that actually come out and pledge to vote and actually go through and they actually vote, then we have given back the hope that their vote matters. A lot of people are frustrated. I'm frustrated, and I'm a regular voter. I can only imagine why other people are just staying away from it, and it's because that they don't think that their vote matters. But I got to tell you, people, your vote matters. We're bringing back hope, and it's good to see young people and old people coming together, males and females, blacks, whites, Hispanics. It's just another thing. And I got a prompt here, boy. We're just rolling with it. I pledge to vote. I'm registered to vote. And my vote does matter. Absolutely does matter. You got to believe that. Keeping It 1,000 campaign. We want to get 1,000 people to pledge to vote in this upcoming election. Well, today's effort yielded 10% of that. We have 100 people that have pledged to vote on Election Day. How big is that? Yeah. We're doing it. We're doing it. Come and join us. Keeping It 1,000.
First of all, I'm very, very happy to see the NAACP come back in the Peekskill area. I had a wonderful time working with Don Duran and Bob Spencer in the past, and I was sorry to see the organization fade away a bit. It's really wonderful to see it come back to full life and getting back involved with the community. as mayor and now as county legislator. I look forward to working with the NAACP in any way possible, whether it's working to make the community better for housing, whether it's better for education, working with our youth, and any kind of other liaison capacity that the NAACP can provide to local government is very critical, because sometimes people are not as apt to come and talk to an elected official. They get a little intimidated sometimes, and having the NAACP as a partner and a mediator or an intermediary and just an organization to bring everyone together, I think would be a very helpful thing. So I look forward to working with you, and all the best of luck.
Well, first of all, I want to thank you for the opportunity to be interviewed, and I want to thank Martin McDonald for reviving the dormant NAACP in Peekskill. The NAACP and throughout history has had a strong voice in all local communities, and to have this chapter active again would be great. The NAACP has reached out just since it's been active over this past summer. It's been reaching out to me, reached out to the chief of police, to the youth bureau, to the school district, and that's how they become active and become more involved in the community and involve all aspects of the community. I've been impressed at the reach that you've reached across the party lines to involve everyone to become members, and if they didn't become members, at least you keep them posted through emails and through community social media as to what's going on. And that's what I believe. I mean, I believe a strong NAACP, strong community communications is exactly what this community needs. It cuts down on suspicions, it cuts down on preconceived notions, and that's how they can be effective in this community and all communities.
Hi, I'm excited that our NAACP is back here in Peekskill. I think it's a fine organization and an organization that's well needed. For it to work with elected officials, just to come together and look out for the community. There's so much that goes on within the city that needs a co-op and a partner. We need to look at housing, we need to look at education, you need to look at the value of living within our city. So I'm excited and I'm looking forward to working with the committee and working with the NAACP and bringing it all together as one in Peekskill.
I'm delighted to be to see that the NAACP is back in Peekskill. It was when I was younger. And it's back now, and I think it really is timely that it's here. There's a lot of issues that the NAACP as an organization can address, and one of the first things that they're doing is this phenomenal voter registration drive. There's power in voting. We're about to come to an election right now, a couple of weeks, and this is something that the NAACP has been reaching out to the residents and lining up quite a number of people to vote in this election. And that is fantastic. There's a lot more to be addressed. I think there's housing issues, there's employment issues, there's recreation issues. And I look forward to, I'm glad I'm a member, and I look forward to working with the NAACP in the coming years.
Hello, I'm Brendan Fitzgerald. I'm running for City Council. And the question I've been given is, how can elected officials work with the NAACP to make this city better? And obviously, first and foremost, there needs to be that partnership. And I'm a firm believer we need to have members, if not all of the council, one representative from the council to be with the NAACP, to go to meetings and be that liaison, to partner with them. And then from there, what is important to them obviously is important to the city and important to us. So we'll take it one step at a time.
I think the NAACP and the city council can work together wonderfully. I mean, it's going to be there's a crazy transition in the world right now where we need people to get more involved and more hands-on. And even as elected officials, sometimes we need some discipline and some guidance. I think the NAACP, especially here in Peekskill, is going to help bring that. So if we ever make mistakes or if we're ever not doing what we're supposed to do as elected officials, NAACP is going to step up and make sure we do have that. So it's important and it's valuable and it's beneficial. It's going to help change the city and hopefully, like it's been doing for years, changing the world, making it a better place. So we appreciate the NAACP, and I'm sure if we're in there, when I'm in there, we're going to work closely with them.
You know, one of the greatest things about walking the city of Peekskill is seeing the people who want to make changes in Peekskill. And one of the greatest changes that seems to be occurring is the return of the NAACP. Now, the truth is, for real democracy, it can't just be people showing up to vote. It needs to be people stepping up and being becoming involved in the community. And then the government officials need to draw them in and work with them. And sometimes just get out of the way and let them do what needs to happen. Okay? We need to collaborate. We can't fix housing unless we have collaboration from the community. And the NAACP can lead that kind of collaboration. The school district, we don't even have control over. But if we're going to fix that, everybody has to collaborate and make it take a step up. When it comes to security and policing, we need to open up communication between the police and its community. And the NAACP becomes central to that. We need to set a tone for our youth that's going to bring them along with us. And you know what? As a mayor, I can offer that. But as a group of adults who are really choosing to make a difference, you can become the models for what can be different in Peekskill. We need the NAACP to step up and help lead our youth in a direction that's going to move them into a positive life and help them get jobs and be successful in careers. But without that collaboration, it can't happen. And let me make it clear, as mayor, there is a limited amount of power I have. But what I do have is the ability to bring people to the table and ask them to communicate with me, work with me, and organize on their own. Thanks a lot.
I think the NAACP can work with the council and the city of Peekskill just through communication, letting us know what the community thinks and what they need, and we can see if we can work together and figure out what the best solution is for all of our residents and get things moving in the right direction to help everybody.
Well, today's forum was excellent. I got to know some of the candidates' ideas and their positions. It looks like positive Peekskill, they're very good. But also the mayor, the present-day mayor right now, has a lot of ideas that are going on. I like to see businesses come into the area and to close the tax gap. So it's going to be a tough decision. It's going to be a real tough decision, but we'll see what comes out. As long as people are willing to help Peekskill grow and prosper, we will be fine.
These kind of forums are so important. It helps voters have an understanding of the candidates, their positions, but also their understanding and sensitivity of the community. And so I thought this was wonderful, and thank the Black Women's Political Caucus for doing this every election season. Thank you.
Today's forum was very good. This is my second time coming to one. I went one previous. Yeah. But this one seemed to have a little bit more information. Both parties, and I'm very much interested to see what the next forum comes to be, because this is what we need for our town.
Future endeavors, yes, of our town. Yes, Peekskill is up and rising, and I think they touched on a big part of that in the direction that they want to see Peekskill going into: education, policies, balancing our budget, and things of that nature, making sure our taxes don't go up. And I think the new mayor, the candidate mayor, he shed a lot of light on different expectations that the community is looking forward to changing. And one is very much so of the College Center and the recreational departments for our children and our youth. So I think they did a really good job of making sure they connected with us and gave us a balance to what we're looking for.
I thought the forum was more informative than I thought it was. It's not as biased as I thought it was. I appreciated all of the candidates' statements and will take them well into consideration. Peekskill will be a better place at some point. At some point, if we continue in the mindset we have here today, then what an awesome city we will return to being as we were when I was growing up.
Hello, my name is Colleen Virgo. I'm the president of the Greater Peekskill chapter of the Westchester Black Women Caucus, Inc., political caucus. And it was a pleasure being here at this event today, the Candidates Forum, which we've been doing over the many years, and we'll look to continue to do this. I think this was a very successful turnout, and the receptivity to the audience was well received. And what we're looking to do is that this is just one aspect of our work that we need to do, but as going forward, looking to work more closely with all different organizations in the community. For example, one of our partnership was the NAACP, which is coming back and becoming very vital to the Peekskill community. So looking how we will work together in the future in building different forum on different topics, and also holding our political parties accountable for the community.
So that's what Keeping It 1000 is all about. Getting out, getting people to vote. Young, old, black, white, everybody in between. We just want the people to pledge to vote and join us. I want to give a special shout out to our committee chairperson, Mary Smith, and her co-chair, Madeline Bass, for the work that they are doing in bringing this campaign to life. And if you don't think that people are watching, I got to tell you, there's action happening on Facebook. And there's people actually questioning if whether or not the NAACP has the right to go out and register people to vote. Really? Do we have the right to register people to vote? That should tell you a lot. That should tell you that people don't want you to vote. So when you hear things about voter disenfranchisement and voter harassment and things being done to keep you from voting, suppressing your vote, they don't want you to vote. But I'm trying to tell you, this is a chance, this is an opportunity for us to change the way things are happening right now. Elect people that we are going to hold accountable. And if you are not going to be accountable to the things that we need, we will vote you out. That's Keeping It 1000. Well, listen, I want to thank you for watching our first episode of Community Speaks, produced by the NAACP here in Peekskill. I want to thank a lot of people for just being willing to express themselves on the camera, being a part of this program. I think it is very important, and it's going to be another tool that we can use to get more people involved and to show some of the great things that are happening in our community. We got some tremendous talent. We got some exciting things that are going on. And we turn on the news and we always see what's bad. Well, you know what? Community Speaks is promising. We're going to show you what's good in the hood and around community and Peekskill. Want you to get involved, though. Not just in Community Speaks, absolutely want you to stay tuned, but we would love to have you as part of the NAACP. We meet the fourth Tuesday of every month. We're at different locations around the city in different churches. We're trying to get into the youth bureau. We want to be in your neighborhood so it's more convenient for you, because I got to tell you, while the NAACP is a tremendous organization, and I have without a doubt some of the brightest and best people around me, and I'm fortunate and blessed, I know that there's something else that's missing, and it's you. Because the more of you are involved, the better we're going to be. It's just that simple. And you got to just, you're not joining me. We're joining each other. You're not here just to listen to me. I need to listen to you, because that's going to make the difference. So please come out and join us. Follow us on Facebook. We got a Facebook page. I believe it's Peekskill NAACP. And also, just stay tuned. Community Speaks. See you next time. Thanks for watching.
Searching for sunshine all my life and I found it. Been searching for sunshine all my life and I found it. I'm searching for sunshine all my life.